Yes, we're here. You connected immediately as you know the frequency and you know how excited you are and we are about sharing information for how you will be delivering messages for the next experience and opportunity and adventure that you're doing by putting yourself out, by surrendering and letting us share information and knowledge transmitted directly, bypassing your rational brain, bypassing the agreement of different rules and different beliefs that you have adopted over so long of what is good and what is bad. That is one thing that we want to explore right now, and we want to tell you. You have been raised and you have adopted a set of beliefs, a set of morals, which have set up a clear division, a dual division between good and bad, dark and light. We want you to forget about it. We want you to connect to your heart. We want you to learn to love yourself in such a way in which you let go of those beliefs of good and bad, in which you dive in with such an intense love, letting go of the chasing of perfection based on your beliefs of how you should be to be able to receive the love. Letting that go, finding yourself, finding the love for yourself, finding that energy, that openness of heart, that letting go of the rational brain without resistance, without judgment, but with complete acceptance, that unconditional love coming for you, letting go of your fears, letting go of all your insecurities, letting go of all your trauma, letting go of everything that limits you from just letting go. By receiving this unconditional love and giving it to you, you open the door into the understanding of direct, or what you call awakening, into the openness of your heart to receive information that comes directly from a source that is vibrating at a higher frequency, which is progressively detaching itself from the duality in which you inhabit. You have been bombarded by messages that are mixed messages about the servitorship of love, about who you have to become to be able to receive this love, and what is wrong with you because you have been judged by other people, and you have heard the judgment by other people on you not being good enough to receive the love. You've been criticized. The world is a reflection of yourself, so everything that you judge on other people are parts of you that have been unhealed, are parts of you that are not accepted, are parts of you that you think are not perfect yet. In the same way, other people think the same about you. When they judge you, it's because they can see something unhealed within themselves. So it's a constant game of passing the ball of judgment between one to another. While there is the opportunity now to just let go and tap into this frequency that is more available than it has ever been in your experience in this moment. What you call ascension or awakening is the recalibration of these frequencies, is the aid from a higher intelligence for you to choose to let go, for you to choose to stop choosing, and for you to choose to surrender into allowing this higher way of thinking through direct information, which is heartfelt, which is known without having to think to know. This direct gnosis and enlightening of this higher light and vibration from what you call the divine, which is just source energy. This perfect soft energy is vibrating from a point of energy in which the duality doesn't exist. We put this example. In this duality in which you live right now, there is the light and then there is the dark. If you have a dark room and you turn on a light bulb, you will create this halo of light, and you will see that around the edges, away from that light, you have darkness. And you can choose to go to the center of the room and be illuminated by this light, or you can be towards the edges, being away from that light. And if you choose, you can go to the corridor and completely ignore that there's a light on and close the door, and then you don't know that that light is shining. You're in the process of rediscovering this light shining in the middle of the room, and for you to choose to let it on, you gotta open the door and turn on the switch. That switch is your heart opening and allowing this vibration of energy to come in and irradiate this intense love, non-judgment, and upgrade in the way of thinking, which is detaching itself from the duality of experiencing fear. This fear is stopping you from surrendering. It is stopping you from receiving. It is creating the ideal of perfection that every single human has created in their own way, in their heads, which are stopping them from receiving the love because they feel that there are no perfect. You are perfect. You're not a sin. There is no original sin. You are a perfect vessel in which the divine consciousness has decided to embody, to experience how is to forget and how is to remember. You have been going through this game of suffering, to this game of choosing, to this game of self-pity. You have discovered what is to be what you're not. Now there is the opportunity to go back to the core of who you are, remembering and expanding from you feeling for the first time a complete openness of your heart with an unconditional love that you have never have experienced before, and you will expand your heart to such a way in which you will feel ecstasy, you will feel tears, you will feel a release of everything that you've been holding on and it's been waiting you back for so long. That process is your discovery of the initial frequency of the expansion of love. That is just the discovering of turning on that light bulb in the center of the room. That is just the beginning. Where we are in this moment, in which space-time doesn't exist, in which the everythingness is still unmanifested, which is just potential at the moment. We are observing you as an extension of us, of this collective consciousness that we are, in which we are inhabiting within the unconditional love. We are no God of what you call source energy. Source energy is the everythingness. And to be the everythingness, you have to be nothingness at the same time. As soon as you become something, that's when the everythingness gets trickled down into something this, in a lesser way, the pure essence of the divine. We are a few, what you would call stages before this. We are observing you unconditionally. We are a collective consciousness which is less individualized from what you are. You are at the end of the spectrum of light in which you have chosen to be so individualized that you've forgotten that you're connected to the everythingness. So where we are, we can do this example for you to understand. We're going back to the light bulb in the room. Currently, most of you humans are in the corridor with the door shut, not being entering yet that room. Once you enter that room, you're going to see this light. Where we are, imagine the sun. Imagine being at the center of the sun. It is in some way similar to the light of the light bulb, but we are at the center in which there is nothing else but light. The concept of the darkness, of the shadow, of the duality along the edges of the room doesn't exist where we are, because everything, it is just love. So the concept of even thinking about the shadows is not possible. It is unimaginable for us, because everything that there is this absolutely accepting, loving source energy that is proposing an expansion and has granted you the opportunity to experience an absolute free will in which you agreed to experience this realm of existence with space-time in which one you are able to choose. And you're able to choose by you forgetting that you're connected to the infinite knowledge. It's like for you having to learn to do something instead of being connected to what you use now, which is your AI intelligence like ChatGPT. Imagine not being able to connect to ChatGPT. That's where you are. Before computers, before internet, you were discovering, you were not knowing. You could make mistakes. The divine source energy knows it all and wouldn't make mistakes if you just surrender and let this knowledge through gnosis, through heart opening, guide you. You cannot make mistakes. There aren't mistakes. They are just experiences. There aren't judgment. There is just love. So you are at that age in which you chose to be disconnected. You chose to forget. And you were driven by this intelligence, which is your rational mind, which is based on you surviving. And through the whole evolution and through the whole knowledge within you, which is a genetic intergenerational knowledge, you have received information from your ancestors, and as well through your future generations. Everything is happening at once, so everything that you experience right now creates this ripple effect, like a drop falling into a lake expanding and repercuting every single timeline of your essence, of this extension from the divine, which is you, going from your higher self, that you will call like that in your language, which is an understandable idea, that is, let's call the core or the head of this octopus, and then the tentacles of different lifetimes and existences in which you are experiencing different adventures, different dreams, in which overall the learning that you want to do is very similar from life to life. Some people have explained it as karma. That is a lesson that you want to learn, which is the lesson of learning love, of connecting to the light, and to expanding yourself. Time was devised for you to experience, so you wouldn't know everything immediately. It will create the uncertainty for you to choose. Without time, the concept of choosing doesn't make sense. Now you are at the point in which you can choose to experience a complete expansion and return to source, or a perpetuation of this duality, in which the easiest way for you to feel safe, which is ultimately letting go of fear in this society that you have created, which is based on the minimization of fear through resources, or money, like you call it, money and insurances. What gives you that false sense of security? Having resources, having money, and also having power. Because having power over other people minimizes the fear of them hurting you. Oh well, the society in which you inhabit right now is based on a perpetuation and strengthening of this false sense of security and this constant fear. You have the opportunity to surrender, to find who you are, to stop this collective illusion that you are alone, that you are not perfect, and that you don't deserve to experience the absolute letting go of the struggle and the absolute receivership of the unconditional love that is there for you. We love you so unconditionally. From our point of view, you are so perfect. You are so precious. We want nothing more than to extend our point of view to you, to be able to expand and see how perfect you are, how much you are loved, how much you're supported. You are stuck in a nightmare. You can choose to experience this nightmare, just like you choose to watch TV. What is the feeling that you want to feel? You can tune in into what you call a streaming platform like Netflix and watch a horror movie. You can watch whatever you desire. You can watch a comedy. You can watch a rom-com. You can watch a documentary. In the same way, now you have the opportunity to choose what you want to stream into your point of view of consciousness, which is what you are right now. The evolution of humankind is to let go of the individualization or the illusion of being separate and to come together into a more collective way of communication and feeling, in which you guys feel each other, understand and know each other, know from the filter of your brain, of your understanding, which is limited by your past experiences, and in which everything that one person tells you, it's morphed into something completely different based on how you understand the world and all the limitations that you feel about yourselves. So something that a person might tell you with a complete naive intention, with a non-malicious point of view, might be interpreted by you by that limited mind in a way which creates a drama. Basically, your body, like your very wise person, this intelligence that you call Eckhart Tolle, the concept that he talks about, which has been received from a higher point of view, it is the pain body. You have this pain body which is seeking to perpetuate the feeling of unpleasantness. You have this animal within you which is trying to survive, which is trying to make sense, and is constantly trying to consume an energy that perpetuates its existence. Letting go and experiencing what we're proposing to you, it is very threatening. It is what some people call the death of the ego. It is letting go of that personality that you created over time as a collection of emotions that became a temperament, that became eventually your personality, which now it is the point of view that you have constantly based on an emotion which you have to perpetuate to still being yourself. Anyway, we want to go back into, you don't need to think. You will never be able to understand love through the rational mind. The rational mind is not equipped. Just like you are not equipped to look directly at the sun. The only nexus, the only point of connection for you to start understanding this overwhelmingly and universally pure source energy is to let go and for you to practice surrendering, opening your heart, tuning into as much love as you can. Practice it. Breathing, being present. Remember, whatever makes you feel the most love. It could be a baby. It could be a puppy. It could be your grandmother. It could be your work and your sense of purpose. Just find whatever makes you tune in to the most love that you can and sit within it. Once you feel your heart and you feel this emotion, you will start feeling different knots within your heart, different niggles. Just let go. Let go, keep exploring, and you will find the limitations that are self-imposed will appear in your head and in your heart. And you will keep expanding them. And you don't need to fix them. You just need to let them go. And then you keep expanding this love into more love. And then it's a snowball effect. But for you to get there, it's just like going to the gym. You gotta keep practicing, changing that energy from believing that you're not perfect to allowing and accepting. And then everything else that has been taught through religion will happen automatically. You will become suddenly less judgy. You will become suddenly more happy. You will be driven by amazing received ideas, you are basically opening up your connection to what you call the internet, to that infinite information which will upgrade your point of view and will give you the opportunity to chase things that fulfill you. Within this communication, it's enough for this moment. We love you unconditionally. We're so excited about sharing this different point of view for you to choose if you would like to explore it or not. We just know that you are so perfect, that you are an absolute embodiment of the divine, embodying this vessel that you call the illusion of your body. And you are so brave that you decided what is to experience being separate from yourself, from your source, from the support. You've been dropped in, you've been into the wilderness, while you can choose to go back home now and experience the safety and the love and the light that is who you are. We love you unconditionally. We will be in touch very soon again.